from that, we drew our muscles on the bones. Before we've done it kind of deep to superficial, but right now we're trying to categorize them according to our chart over here, the don't push too fat lines. According to these pictures, they're not totally in order like they should be, but we'll explain it real briefly. Our two pronators are.
They're in the order.
Deep to superficial?
Yeah.
Okay. We have them drawn on here, deep to superficial, but it's not a deep layer, an intermediate layer.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. So we have two pronators, the pronator quadratus down on the wrist. That is a deep muscle. The quadratus is similar to the quadratus femoris. It's a square, a broad square muscle. And then we have a superficial pronator, which is a
Pronator teres.
Or pronator teres, thank you. Two digitorums run superficial and deep to each other. Like we're talking about over here, we have a flexor digitorum superficialis and a flexor digitorum profundus. Fairly self-explanatory. They run to the digits.
Very superimposed.
Superimposed, there you go. Nice, superimposed. Two flexor carpi, the flexor carpi ulnaris and the flexor carpi radialis. As the name suggests, the carpi ulnaris runs along the ulna, radialis runs along the radius. We use the imagery of U2 rad. If something's rad, you might give the peace sign to indicate that these carpi muscles insert at two locations. Both of them insert at two locations. So the U2 rad reminds us that the radialis inserts at these two metacarpals. And then we also can use that to remind us that the ulnaris also inserts at two locations.
They're on the carpal and the metacarpal.
Carpal and metacarpal.
Of the fifth digit.
Yep. And the point of this sad-looking fish up here is that's supposed to be a carp. A carp is a large fish similar to a koi, and that's just an added imagery so that we remember that U2 rad is associated with carp or the carpi muscles. Finally, we have our two longest muscles, which are going to be the palmaris longus, which is absent in some individuals, and that's the prominent tendon you can see at the distal anterior forearm. You flex your fingers there, and also the flexor pollicus longus, similar to the compartment 1 pollicus, extensor pollicus longus. It works to flex